Dear travelers, you have just crossed a threshold where reality's boundaries are as fluid as a waking dream. This is a place where the ordinary becomes extraordinary, where the known mingles with the unknown, and where the human spirit faces its deepest fears and boldest aspirations. This is a dimension where the impossible dances with the plausible, where mysteries unravel and enigmas entwine. Welcome, dear travelers, to the uncharted territories of the human experience. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Ooh. Now, tonight we shall see not one, but 2 episodes of the Twilight Zone, 1 episode per act. And at various times, we will be coming to you, the wonderful stars that twinkle within the Twilight Zone itself, for suggestions. For example, let us do some practice warm-ups. On the count of not 1, not 2, but of 3, you will tell me your favorite color. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Mine as well. On the count of 3, you will go ahead and tell us a paranormal experience that you experienced in your life. 1, 2, 3.
My dead dad.
That's right. Very good. I've experienced that as well. Very good. Now, as you see standing before you are these various people. And tonight's very first episode will center around only one of these characters. On the count of 3, I would like you to call out which one you wish to see in tonight's first episode. Feel free to use a physical descriptor. 1, 2, 3.
Griffin.
Yes, the physical description of Griffin. Yes, this nameless figure here. For this next part, I will require an audience volunteer. Please, go ahead and raise your hand. Ah, I see you right here. Would you please stand up and join us on stage? Thank you so much. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello. What is your name?
Roanne.
Roanne. Thank you very much, Roanne. Are you a fan of the show, The Twilight Zone, on TV?
I watched it a couple of times.
Well, it sounds like you seem a little bit newish to the genre, perhaps.
I am a little.
Well, you're in for a wonderful treat tonight. Roanne, I would like you to please choose one of these cards, but choose wisely, Roanne, for this will set the fate of this character. Let us see. An unusual power. Yes. Thank you very much, Roanne. You may return to your seat. Yes, this character here will experience an unusual power. Perhaps it is an unusual power that this character has from the start, or perhaps it is an unusual power that this character will acquire later on. On the count of 3, I would like you to call out what this unusual power will be. 1, 2, 3.
X-ray vision.
Parts that make people fall asleep.
I heard your voice first, sir.
X-ray vision.
Ah, yes. He has the power, or perhaps will acquire the power, of X-ray vision. I bring to you the first episode of The Twilight Zone. 4 Eyes.
Good morning, Thomas. Daniel. Here for your yearly checkup, I see. Yes, I'm afraid I haven't been seeing so well. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Breathe in and out. Very good. So, problems with your vision? Yes, I figured that I'd come to you first, and maybe you could refer me to an optometrist, or maybe, do your own. I can give you a preliminary examination right here, if you'll just stay seated while I wheel this over. Yeah, it's just been so difficult. My job is, I sit all day in a fire watch tower in the woods. And if you'll just put your chin on that. Yes, of course. Why? It must get stressful up there all by yourself, knowing that you're tasked with the entire safety of our little town. Sorry, better one, better two. Two. All right. Better one, better two. Two again. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just afraid that if I lose my vision, then I'll make a mistake out there and the whole town will go up in flames. I see. Yes, why? That would be most dangerous for all of us. And finally, better two, better three. Is there a four? No one's ever asked for four. Yes, there is. Better four? That's great. Thomas, your results are most unusual. I think you may be a candidate for a very specific type of procedure. A type of procedure? Yes, a procedure on your eyes. I don't know if I could afford that kind of thing, Daniel. I mean, after college you went off and became a doctor. I'm just sitting in a tower. No, no, it's a new government study. They're looking for volunteers. Why, I just received a pamphlet on it this morning. Oh, sorry, that's probably rude of me. It says that they're looking for test subjects who meet a very specific criteria in their vision. Since you asked for four, well, it makes you a perfect candidate. I'd be happy to make a call. I did take the week off work, just with my vision. I suppose I could go under this experimental surgery. It's not dangerous, is it? It's the U.S. government. I'm sure it's fine. And after all, the pamphlet says it's only about a 15-minute procedure. Why, you'd be in and out of there in no time. Oh, that's good. It's just my sister is unwell, and I want to be able to look after her. Julie's not doing well? No, she's not. She's been seeing someone else. Sorry, you know what with your history. Oh, I see. Well, but that's fine. I hope she's very happy. Well, this surgery might help. Yesterday I was supposed to serve her cereal, and I'm afraid that I just put a bunch of thumbtacks in a bowl. Thomas, it's a terrible idea to keep a cardboard box of thumbtacks next to your Kellogg's. Well, I'm up for this surgery. Very well, I'll make a call. You report to this address, 163 Chestnut Street. Thanks, Doc.
Thomas Smith, 37 years old, fire watcher, protector of the city, protector of his sister. Like all of us, he wishes to see clearly the beauties of the world, the ugliness of the world, the true nature of his own soul, perhaps. But the only thing that he'll be seeing in 2020 is the Twilight Zone.
Brother, you're home.
Oh, you should be sitting. Here, let me get your chair and I'll put you right by the fireplace. Right there.
Thank you.
My mouth still hurts.
Oh, well, I was going to get you some medicine, but I have that little pill bottle full of thumbtacks in there too. I don't want to mess that up. Maybe an ice pack.
How did the doctor go?
Well, my eyes aren't great, but I'm going to get a surgery. Something with the U.S. government.
A surgery?
Yeah.
Is it safe?
Well, it's the government. I mean, I was trying to read the pamphlet. My eyes aren't too good, but It said something like, "See better than you ever had."
You know what Dad used to say about the government?
Yeah, I know, he wasn't very trusting of them. And what with him going missing and all, we can't blame that on them.
Can we maybe?
I mean, yeah, he was out in the forest one day and he just didn't come back. But we can't say that they abducted him. I mean, that's why I started doing the fire watch in the first place. I have my binoculars and I look out for everyone in the woods around this town.
You do so much for everyone.
Yeah.
And for me. I want you to be happy. I want you to be able to see. But I'm afraid
What are you afraid of?
that something bad's gonna happen to you like it did to Dad. And then I'll be all alone.
I promise you, everything will be fine. And I'll be right back here and I'll be able to take care of you.
Who's doing the surgery?
Well, I don't know yet. There's a big facility on the top of the hill. I was going to hitch a ride up there, and hopefully it's a top scientist.
How was your doctor's visit today? Did he say anything about me?
No.
Figures.
I mean, you're not still sore about that?
Of course I'm sore. I miss him. It's fine. I get it. Who would want to be with a sick old lady like me now?
Oh, you're not old. You are sick, though.
Look, just promise me you'll be careful.
I'll do my best, and we'll see.
And so Thomas Smith found his way to the government's office, the medical center.
Mr. Smith, is it?
Whoa, this is a lot of equipment you have here.
I'm a lot of doctor.
That guy, he's a little scary.
Oh, that's just Bernard. Bernard's a real teddy bear, ain't you, Bernard? Well, we should probably get to it. Please, disrobe.
I thought the procedure was just with my eyes.
It is, but it's important for the machine to measure the correct concavity of your ocular dysmorphia, and that can only happen if you're naked.
What's the last guy that didn't have disrobed skin melted off?
Oh, well, I don't want that.
No, you don't.
Underwear?
Please.
Skin melted off.
Why don't you sit here in the glaring light?
Ooh, that chair's cold.
Yes, we keep it in the ice box. Tell me, Thomas. It'll be important to gather some information so that we make sure to set the bicodial denominator correctly. How long have you considered yourself defective?
You mean my eyes?
Or all of the other things that you despise about yourself?
Well, when I was a teenager, my father went missing, never to be heard of again, and I kind of blame myself for that.
Let me enter that into the computer. All right. Go on.
Ever since then, I tried to go to medical school, but that didn't really work out, and my friend became a doctor, and I got a job sitting in a fire watchtower.
That seems like a terrible way to live a life.
Oh, it's not so bad. I watch out over the whole town, making sure that everyone's safe and that no fires consume and kill us all.
That's ironic, isn't it? The man with the bad eyesight works at a watchtower.
Yeah, well, sometimes I get bored and I look at the sun. It's awful pretty, but it's really bright. It's kind of like these lights.
Yes. Well, I think I have enough information to begin the procedure, Thomas.
Oh, good.
Bernard, please restrain him.
Is this really necessary?
No.
Oh, okay.
Fight on this.
Bernard! Set the sonic transducer to level 8!
We've never gone above level 7 before.
Level 8! And move the dicodial barometer to north by southwest!
Ding.
Your lenses will be ready on Wednesday.
Julie.
Dennis?
Is he home?
He's not home yet.
Oh, that's good, I suppose, but...
Are you the one who put him up to this? This procedure? I'm worried.
It'll be fine. Don't worry. Listen, he needs his eyesight. I was just going to say, I'm starting to feel a little guilty sneaking in like this.
I was gonna say, the window again?
Well, I get the impression that, well, Thomas doesn't exactly approve of us seeing each other. He tried to tell me the other day that you were seeing someone else.
He said that?
He did.
He told me you didn't even say anything about me.
Well, I covered for us, if that's what you mean. Julie, I want us to be together.
I do too, but he doesn't approve after what you did. After how you treated me when I got sick.
How was I supposed to know cortisone isn't administered that way?
Look, it's been really great having you come by again. But I've been thinking, I can't keep this from my brother. If you want to keep seeing me, we're going to have to tell him.
But Julie, don't you know what that would do to him? I mean, after your dad disappeared, he was a wreck. And then, well, I get the sense he's always been a little jealous of me since I went to medical school and he went to fire watching school. If he thought that I was going to take you away from him...
You're right.
I
For
think it's-
now, we can keep it secret.
It's for the best if we're just continue not being seen together. Can someone help? I can't see with these wrappings over my head.
Thomas, are you okay? Oh my gosh, sit down.
Okay.
No, what are you doing there? Oh. Okay, stay there. I can't lift you up. What happened?
The doctor says I can take the wrappings off in, well, I think about 5 minutes. Or whatever it says there.
5 minutes. All right. Let's just do it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to rip it off. 1, 2, 3.
Ah!
And just as the blindfold was torn off his face, what was the first thing that he saw with his X-ray vision?
A cat.
What was that?
A cat.
A cat.
Can you see? Did it work?
Yeah. When'd you get a cat?
Cat?
Yeah, right over here in this cupboard.
Oh my gosh! How did you see that?
Well, it was right here, through the glass.
And where did this cat come from? Aw.
Oh, wait a second. This is wood.
Yeah, that's wood!
Well, maybe I heard it meowing then. You know, they say that when you don't have one of your senses, the other ones are heightened. I couldn't see for a few days.
Okay. Well, this is good. Can you see me?
Yes. What is that purple thing right there?
A bruise? How can you see that? What else can you see?
I'm sorry, Julie. I'm just getting used to these new lenses. Boy, I can see so much. Like, oh, the cat. For lunch, it looks like it ate thumbtacks.
Well, I guess this is good.
Yeah.
You feel okay?
No, I feel great. I can see again. You know what? I feel like going into work today. We're having a meeting with all the rangers.
I'll see you when you get home.
Yeah. Well, wish me luck. It's fire season.
I'm telling you, it's a spark. I know a spark when I see a spark. That's about to catch.
I'm telling you, the fire hazard today is low. There's no chance there's a spark.
Vote. Vote. Vote.
This is supposed to be our quarterly meeting where we have bagels. And you two cannot stop watching fire even for a bagel meeting.
It's an important job, Marcus.
It's not even our zone. It's Thomas's zone. He should be watching fire.
Where has he been?
He's taking a week off. I don't know what to tell you. Someone's got to watch the sparks.
Did you hear about the fire he missed out at Mr. Winter's house?
It was devastating.
Oh. Hello, fellas.
Thomas, you're on vacation.
Yeah, I turned in a paid time off form.
Well, welcome back. I'll go get the bagels.
Oh!
Oh, my ankle. I think it's broken.
Oh, well, you have a contusion right there.
What do you mean?
What?
All I see is a leg and stocking.
No, right there, your bone.
Is it broken?
It's a contusion. Oh, well, you know, I didn't pass medical school. You should see my friend Daniel. He's a doctor.
Hey, but am I going to be okay?
Here, use my handkerchief.
Well, you know, I did do enough medical school. A contusion like that, you should be back on your feet in about 2 weeks.
Great. Thomas, I didn't know you were so great at this kind of stuff.
That is really great of you, Thomas.
How's your sister?
Well, she's still not well. I noticed that she has some bruising right here. And now that I think about it, in medical school, that could be a sign of a kidney problem.
Or it could be that someone's been touching that particular area of her body.
Brandon, what are you getting at here? That's my sister you're talking about.
I'm just saying, this is a very particular location to place one's hand when one is in the loving.
He's not wrong.
No. She's too ill, and she's under my watchful eye. She's not getting into anything like that.
Kidney problem stuff. Terrible. Anybody want a drink?
I'll take it. Make it a double.
Look, let's talk about that meeting. You know, it's fire season, and there's a lot of dry brush out there. I'm sorry, I
took time off, but I got a new pair of spectacles. I'm ready to watch.
You did?
Yeah, right here.
I'm not going to lie, Thomas. To be honest here, we've all been worried about you. You were once the greatest fire watcher the department's ever seen. Why, you could spot a smoldering marshmallow from 3 counties away. You're losing it, man.
Over in the 25th district, we call you Icarus. Except that you didn't fly next to the sun, you looked at it.
Now we're worried about you, man.
Well, you don't have to worry anymore. I got these new eyes. I'm going to be able to see better than ever.
Better than ever. Of course, we are now informed that Thomas Smith, 37 years old, can see through material objects. But suddenly, something new happened. When he looks at people, he notices something else about them, something not physical. What is that other thing that he sees? 1, 2, 3.
Their ethical alignment.
I heard a few things very similar. Yes, their thoughts.
You know what? I think we should put it to a vote. If you all trust me wholeheartedly, raise your hands. Cheryl, is it something you're not telling me?
No, I mean, it's...
You sure you weren't thinking, his new eyes look a little crossed? I don't think they were purple before.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And Randall, were you thinking that his flies down? No.
Wasn't that obvious that I was looking?
And Parker, were you thinking that you could usurp my position? Look, I've been in this game a long time, and I know what I'm doing. I have new eyes, and I don't like your lack of faith in me. Now, I vote for myself, and you all voted too, so I say it's unanimous, huh?
All right,
Okay.
All right.
sir.
Well, Thomas, thank you for coming back in for your checkup. No, drink, it's fine, it's fine. How has everything been going?
Well, Dr. Parnassus, I've been able to see things that I don't think I'm supposed to be seeing.
Perhaps you've started to see into people's minds?
Well, yes, I can see into yours right now.
Yes, well, I suppose you know what I'm thinking. Listen to this joke. I learned that in the army.
That wasn't a grenade.
Thomas, you have responded very well to the procedure, more so than the other 4 test subjects that died horrible deaths.
Yes, well, I'm still alive.
I'm glad you are, because you see, Thomas, it is not just a coincidence that we pulled the various invisible strings of the web that emanates out of the FBI in order to get you here.
What do you say? That there's some ulterior motive to you giving me these weird vision powers?
Oh, Thomas, for 37 years you have looked, but you have not seen. and you have seen, but you have not perceived. Thomas, where do you think your father is?
He went missing when I was 13 years old.
Yes.
In the woods.
And perhaps you thought that the government had something to do with it.
You know, that's what my sister says, but I never believed it.
Thomas, the government did not kidnap your father. Your father is the government.
What are you saying? What are you talking about?
See what I say, Lord. They have eyes, but they do not see.
He's the government?
Your father is pulling the strings. Your father has in fact been missing, but he has been taken by an enemy, the Soviet Union.
Well, this isn't good. If he runs everything and he's been captured, then what are we doing without him? I can barely function without my father. What would the country do without him?
It is even more tragic that the villain is someone very close to you.
Randall?
This is why we gave you this gift, Thomas. Your father has orchestrated everything through a various network of agents that is so mind-boggling to explain. If I did, you would explode. But someone close to you is a Soviet spy, and that is the person who has kidnapped your father and is holding them. Now you have the gift, Thomas. You have the gift to see what people truly are, and you must use it to find out who is the enemy spy and rescue your father.
Hey, Daniel.
All right, go home.
Hi, Thomas. Hey, you know, I just wanted a second opinion on these new eyes of mine.
So then you had the procedure?
Yes, I did.
Just in that moment, he saw Daniel's thoughts. What were his thoughts? 1, 2, 3.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. That's right. Ice cream.
Say, I'm a little peckish.
You want ice cream?
That would really hit the spot, yeah.
You know whose favorite food is ice cream?
Well, I imagine lots of people. It's delicious.
It's my sister's favorite food. I didn't think you liked ice cream.
Yeah, I guess I was just thinking about those times we had ice cream together, you know.
You know, I have a question, Daniel.
What is it, Thomas?
Two of our favorites were the bomb pops, red, white, and blue, and those cherry red pops. Which one would you choose? Red, white, and blue, or bright red?
Thomas, I'm not sure what you're getting at.
I just want to know what kind of ice cream you like.
Well, I guess I like all kinds. I suppose I like good old red, white, and blue, sure. Why are you looking at me like that?
You thought something, I think. About my sister. Did you see my sister yesterday?
No.
Are you wondering if I've wandered across you two? Daniel.
What?
Tell me you're not seeing my sister again.
We agreed I wouldn't. Not after the way I treated her.
You're lying. That's right. I am. After what you did to her? She's ready to forgive me. Why aren't you? That cortisone ruined her life. She was supposed to be a ballerina. And those bruises, they're hickeys. That's right. We've still been seeing each other. Every night when you go to bed, I climb through her bedroom window. Oh. But how could you have possibly known? You were still getting back from your procedure. Did she tell you? No. You told me. I could just read you. Look. You're not a Soviet. And I know that might seem irrelevant to this conversation. But I want you to stay away from my sister. Stay away from me.
Thomas Smith, 37 years old. The ability to see through material things and people's thoughts. But now, an unexpected side effect has taken place. Now he is agitated. He is emotional. And of course, all human beings are. And the more agitated and emotional Thomas Smith, 37 years old, becomes, the more paranoid and entwined are his visions. Confusing.
Look, I got a work meeting. See you, Doc.
Thomas!
We gotta make this quick. I'm running late for that meeting.
You can't lock my window shut.
I don't want you seeing him anymore.
Why don't you want me to be happy?
I want you to be healthy, okay?
I'm getting healthier. He won't hurt me anymore.
Take a seat. Now I have a question for you.
What is this, an interrogation?
Maybe. You were the last one to see our father before he left on that trip to the woods many years ago.
Of course, he would always kiss me goodbye before he left. I was his little girl.
And you love him?
Our father? Of course I love him. I miss him so much. Remember that one time we did the daddy-daughter dance? It was the best date.
Better than Daniel, at least. Well, what about that time that he grounded you?
Yeah, I deserved it. I was really mean to Mom that day. I hated the way they used to talk to each other and fight with each other and...
Okay, but you thought about lipstick, and that's red. That's the color of the Soviets. Look, I'm sorry. I don't think I can trust you. I'm going to have to strap you into this chair.
What?
Just until I can be sure it's not you.
Me? What about me? What are you talking about?
Here, if you get hungry, here's some pills. I gotta get to that meeting. Randall?
Yeah? Were you looking at me like that?
Are you coming on to me?
You're good.
Thank you.
The only red in you is your hair.
What?
That just leaves you, Parker.
Leaves me what?
What do you know about my father's disappearance?
What?
Your father wandered off into the woods. It was all over the papers, leaving you and your poor sister.
No, you're lying. I can see I can see his face in your head. Tell me!
Thomas,
Where is he?
What's wrong with you, Thomas?
Take your hands off
Chill
him.
out.
No, he is a Soviet spy, and he has my father!
You're going crazy.
Get your hands off of me! No, I can see it. It's in all of your heads. He's gotten to you. You all and my father. Where is he?
You just started mentioning your father. Of course, you're going to think we see him. His face was spread all over the newspapers.
In an act of desperation, what does Thomas do? 1, 2, 3. I heard something here. He urinates himself.
It's all right, Thomas.
No! This is your fault.
We just want to help you.
No, the last time I urinated myself, it was when my father paraded me. That means he's around. If you know it, tell me where he is.
We don't know where your father is, okay?
Okay, we have to do this the hard way. All right, tiny. Cubic zirconium. It's a wig. Now where is he? If you won't tell me, then I'm just gonna jump out of this place and find it myself.
Thomas, no! It's a shower, not a grower.
Julie, oh my God! Are you okay?
Get me out of here!
I can't believe he would do this to you.
He's going crazy. What has gotten into him? He's mad because you told him. How could you tell him about us?
I thought you told him.
I didn't tell him anything.
He came to my office and it was like he knew the whole time.
It's this eye procedure. He sees everything. He saw a cat through a wall.
No, Julie, have a seat. You know if you get worked up, well, your illness starts to take over. Here, take this cortisone.
Sure. Thank you.
Thomas.
What did I tell you?
Thomas? Thomas! Thomas, what are you doing?
Well, it seems the jig is up, comrade.
Daniel! That is your real name?
It isn't.
We went to school together. We shared a room.
Right. And on the day of the SATs, I swapped our names on the paper so I could go to doctor school. It was all an elaborate plan.
I was supposed to get a 1590 and I got 59.
I see. The effects of the procedure have finally taken their full effect. You think you are the only one who can read minds?
You got it too.
That's how I blocked you when you asked me that ridiculous question about my favorite ice cream.
Where's my father?
We have him! But I need you. We need him to give up American secrets, but he won't talk. He is too strong-willed. We need someone who can read his mind. I have tried, but he won't let me in. He needs to be read by someone close to him.
There's a bomb inside you.
That's right, the cortisone cream! A poison slowly leaking into her system, and it will explode in 30 minutes unless you read your father's mind and tell us the American secrets. I have the antidote right here, Thomas.
Listen, I'll do what you say. Just bring me to him. Just leave my sister alone.
We don't need to bring you to him. He's here.
Daddy?
Yes. Wheel him in!
Daddy! Oh my God, Daddy! There's a bomb in my stomach!
Filthy American swine!
Dad, he's chilling. Let's put him by the fireplace there.
Very well, if that is where you choose to read his mind.
Dad,
Son,
the doctor...
you brought my kids. You've involved my kids. You dirty Soviet.
I told you we have ways of making you talk. And
Dad.
if you wish to save her life, you'll either tell us the secrets to the American nuclear codes, or you will.
Dad, they say you're really important. The reason you disappeared is because you're running the government or something?
Yes, son. Yes. Once upon a time, I ran the government.
Dad, I'm sorry, but there's a bomb in her, and if I...
Ow, it's getting bigger!
You're running out of time, Wojciech.
If I don't do this, if I don't get those cigarettes and give it to him, then...
You have to know, son, that if you read my mind will explode.
Save your sister. Read my minds.
Dad, I just got you back. I don't want you to die.
You can live many years. Both of you, many years. I only have a few left anyway. I'm old.
Thomas, you are reading my mind. I'm in the doctor's office, drinking a brandy and smoking a cigar. Listen, Thomas. You must look deeper than you've ever looked before. Not in the mind, but in the heart. And the heart that you've been afraid to peer into most. Your own.
Can I just do something really quick? Daniel?
You better make it quick. You've got 3 minutes.
Okay, this is an odd angle, but just bear with me.
What?
What are you doing?
I'm looking into my heart. I don't know if this is a literal thing or... Just bear with me!
Not a literal thing!
Scratch that!
He looks into his own heart, metaphorically speaking. What does he see that he's never faced before in his own self? 1, 2, 3.
It's not his real dad.
It's not his real dad.
The truth you see will solve your problem.
Son.
Look! It's not our dad!
As we always suspected, the American government is run by an interdimensional mutant.
What is this bomb? Is it even a bomb? I feel like I'm giving birth!
No! I'm gonna read its mind! Okay.
Boom.
You did it, son!
Dr. Parnassus?
I am your father. Oh, and I am your father too. I can help you here. Just hold this for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, you're well.
Is Daniel even a Soviet spy?
In fact, he is. Daniel and the Soviets have been in league with the mutants from outer space for some time. And as long as that mutant was impersonating me, I could not break free from the quantum-dimensional radiomyelosity. They locked me in. But now you have seen. You have seen into your heart. And you know I always loved you both.
What
Curse you.
about him?
Capitalist dog!
1 or 2, Daniel. 1 or 2. Dad, does that mean, can you come back and live with us again?
Yes. You see, I was trapped inside this body, but now that I am no longer trapped.
Why children?
Oh, dear God.
You killed him.
But there's no need for that anymore. The Soviet Union threat has been destroyed, and the aliens as well. And we can live together in our nuclear family and share the American dream the way we were meant to.
Huh. That's just great. Fire!
Yes, fire. The fire of the human heart, the fire of deception, the fire of different views, different countries, people different than us, the fire of humanity, as it were. Thomas Smith, 37 years old, wanting a simple eye procedure so that he could protect the town that he lives in. But of course, the simple eye procedure led to him ultimately seeing his own true self, his own true heart. And perhaps many of us in our own lives are afraid to face the true nature of our own hearts. But there's only one thing that really sees the true hearts of us all, and that is the Twilight Zone. Please take a 15-minute intermission, and we will be back for episode 2.